Yes, guys, PTTP here with a special one. So this is the Ministry of Defence Police Headquarters, MOD Police Headquarters. This is in Wethersfield, which is about 6 or 7 miles outside of Braintree. So there's not really a lot of places that's inconspicuous to park around here, so I've had to go try to find somewhere, but chances are they might be able to get my reg if they really, really want it. So there's also an air base around here, which I don't know if it's like that lot down there, or if it's like adjoining onto the headquarters, but we'll find out. And yeah, we're going to go have a wee look around and see what we can see. Obviously, because it's MOD, we're not going to do the whole publicly accessible bit and potentially transgress anywhere that we shouldn't. I'm not looking to get arrested again. Yeah, so we've got all these buildings here. It looks pretty quiet down here. Doesn't look like that gate's in use. Vehicles were driving up the road there. So they've got a sign on it saying warning police dogs. So might be able to meet some PDs out today, which would be pretty cool. Yeah, so that's where we are. Get a picture of that. The visitors parking there. It's pretty cool. So they've got a wide open gate on that side, which isn't good. But yeah, there's not a lot you can really see. So we've got a bit of signage over there. Speed checks carried out in this establishment. Any person attending this establishment may be liable to search upon entry or exit. We've got the response level on that sign which says heightened, which I believe is correct at the moment. Hey, there we go. He must have heard me because he's closed that gate. In the event that this gate is secured, please lift the handset and press the button 1. This will connect you direct to the police station. That looks... that needs a clean. I wouldn't touch that. That's a bit grim. Yeah. Yeah. There's some old COVID signage which I've no longer got on display. I think I just got myself in the shot a little bit. Oopsie. Yeah, not a lot you can really see. But yeah, so that's good. He's operating the gate properly and closing it when he should be, which is good. Oh, so that's an interesting one. They have a stop sign, so we'll hang around and see who actually stops and who doesn't. So it does say stop, solid white lines. So I believe that is a lawful obligation to do so. Yeah. So yeah, you can't really see many marked vehicles and that from here. Pretty much just those ones over there. Maybe we'll get one of them coming out, maybe we won't, who knows. Very nice site though. Grounds look well kept. Bit of debris and stuff on the road which could do with a sweep up, but otherwise yeah, the shrubbery and the trees and that look very nice. So that's the police station building in the background there. You see that blue sign there. Can't read the small print, but have you turned your body camera on there, sir?
Sorry?
Did you turn your body camera on?
Yes, we do wear body cameras, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what's that small print there? So I can't read that from here.
Body worn video, audio is operated on the site by officers.
Okay, cool. Brilliant, thank you. So yeah, so just the sign says body worn video and audio is operated on this site. So I suppose they do have notice of it. That's grand. Yeah. Here, plane or helicopter or something. Quite an active site, is it? Sorry, quite an active site, is it?
No, it's not been active for a while, actually.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Just hoping to get some marked vehicles coming in or out or something.
No,
Probably won't, no. That's a shame. No worries.
Are you recording for YouTube?
Pardon?
You have a YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way it is, really. Just having a nosy round. Obviously from public areas.
Yeah.
That's all. So are you part of the force, or are you strictly security, or is it?
Yeah, we're just civilian security.
Civilian security. Okay, interesting. Fair enough. That's all right. He's literally just operate the gate and obviously premise the boundaries and that.
Yeah. Do you go to other sites?
All sorts of places, yeah. All over, yeah. Yeah. There we go.
You've got a good day for it, haven't you?
Yeah, gorgeous weather. Yeah. Absolutely lovely. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. So, first one and running a stop sign. Okay. How many of the constables and that run stop sign?
Not normally.
No? I'll stand here for a bit and we'll see what it averages out at. So I reckon there's probably more than you might notice. Yeah. You had anybody else here doing this, or?
I've not seen anyone personally.
No?
To be honest with you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's only about, I can't remember how many forces there are in the country now. Was it 17 or 37 or
I don't know.
something like that? There's a number, but yeah, obviously the headquarters, obviously there's fewer of those, so you know, they tend to be quite popular with this sort of thing. But yeah, so I'm surprised nobody's been out here. It's a bit remote though, isn't it, out here?
It is a bit.
Yeah. So far so good. Obviously you've not tried to stop me doing what I'm doing, which is good, you know.
No, I mean, so you know you're in a public place.
Yeah, of course. So I'm going to come over. So I can't really hear you from over here. I'm just going to stand this side of the fence and talk to you if that's all right.
You're outside the fence.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you know, I won't go past into any secure areas or anything. It's,
Yeah.
you know, certain places, you know, if there's an implied right of access, then I would.
Yeah.
Like, so you had the gate up when I first got here, and you must have heard me say it because you then started putting the gate down. But, you know, this, because it's an MOD sort of site, there's no signage saying that it's MOD property and not to transgress. But I wouldn't risk it just because of what it is.
Yeah.
But if it was just a normal police headquarters and that gate was up, I probably would walk through just because there's an implied right of access. But yeah, purely because it's MOD, I'm not going to risk it, you know. Not worth the risk. There we go. Is he going to... Right, see. That's 2. 2 out of 2. But yeah, of course, you know, we stick to publicly accessible areas and things like that. No, that's what it is, really. Have you watched many of the videos and that online?
I think I may have seen 1 or 2.
Yeah, there's different styles to it, you know. Some people, like, there are some out there, and, you know, I'm not going to throw shade on anybody else, but there are some out there that would have come up and, you know, as soon as you turned your body camera on, started giving you abuse for not telling me. But because that sign's there and you pointed it out to me, that's notice enough, you know, even though it's not really visible from where a public can be, but it should be more external. But, you know, you do have the sign, so that's fair enough, you know, and you've been friendly, so no issue.
You come from?
Quite far, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I honestly, I go all over the place, so it's, I'll let you deal with this. Yeah. So we've got another one coming out. Running the stop sign. 3 for 3. That's 3 for 3. Yeah, we've got another one coming out. Oh, we got a tractor. Tractor pulling in here. Oh, interesting. I thought he was heading down to the farm down the road, but no, he's pulling into the police station. Alrighty. So we got 4 for 4. Oh dear. We're at 4 for 4 now on the stop sign. We're at 4 for 4 on the stop sign now. Yeah, 4 for 4.
Unfortunately, we can't sort of really stand there and...
No, I mean, it's not for you to enforce, obviously,
right.
you know.
Right.
It's for the constables to do, it's not for you to enforce.
Hello, sir, how are we doing?
Yeah, it's not security's job to enforce a stop sign. At the end of the day, they're all either MOD or constables, usually, you know, mostly coming in and out, so they should know better. Yeah, of course, yeah, as security, it's not your job to enforce road traffic, you know, road laws.
But you are right.
Yeah, you know. Obviously, it's a bit of a blind corner there. I think it's a 60 road as well, so, you know, I can understand why the stop sign's there. I had it, I can't remember where it was now. There was another place I went that had a stop sign outside a RAF base. And same issue, you know, 60 road, just pulling out. They might slow down and crawl out, but I think I only had one stop, and that was because there was traffic coming past. But otherwise, they just pull out. Especially if they had a tractor coming down at, say, 40, 50, you know. The car's not going to win that one, even the 4x4s.
That's true.
Let's pick this sign up for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's all right.
Unfortunately, that was a victim of the storms we had.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know.
What's that? Stop, checkpoint, headlights off. Yeah. But yeah, beautiful day for it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you've missed this place when it was at its busiest, really.
Mm-hmm.
It was a United States Air Force base.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, decades ago.
Okay.
And Yeah, busy times back then.
So this is the headquarters. Is this also the MDP Wethersfield as well?
It is MDP, yeah, that's right.
So it's both sites in one, because it's obviously the headquarters for the MOD police. But yeah, so because I did see online there's MDP Wethersfield.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was like on the same site or it is. Yeah,
it is.
Okay. There's unfortunately had not such a great interaction with some MDP police at the RAF base that I was just talking about.
All right.
Not awful, not the worst interaction I've had, but obviously constables take their oath or attestation when they go into office. Turned up at the blink of an eye when the RAF called, and then when I wanted to report the stop sign to him, just drove off without, he said, "Oh, I'll be back in a minute, just move my car." I got in his car and drove off. So he told me which base he was from, so I went down there and tried to complain, and they just fobbed me off with the professional standards department, and wouldn't actually take the complaint. But then he enlightened me that obviously the MOD have their own headquarters, so I thought I'd pop down here and see if any constables want to talk to me. If they do, I'll try and raise it.
I mean, everyone's going home now.
Yeah, I'm not going to particularly bother them, because I can just do it online through IOPC. If I thought I'd raise the issue with them so that they're aware.
Yeah, no, fair point. Yeah.
And that's what we do, really. We point out. I was going to get this one, see if he stops. He stops, there it is. 5 for 5. Obviously, it's not your job to enforce it. Maybe it's something you can pass on. But yeah, so that's what we do, really. We come out and obviously freedom of expression, human rights. So that's what we do. And then if some people will try and demand our name and our identification and stuff. Again, that's Article 8, privacy, and so we sort of assert our human rights and see how the police interact with the public, really, and hold them accountable to their policies and to the law as well, because we do see officers breaking the law. And then when you let another constable know, they just kind of brush it off. But if I've seen illegal number plates, clearly police vehicles, and they don't care. But if I say that were my number plate, I'd be pulled for it. It's all these little things that just show the bias and the corruption, really. For lack of a better word, is they favour their own over the public. In our opinion, not all, because I've had some fantastic interactions with constables, but unfortunately not all of them. I've had some very bad ones. So 6 for 6. Told you it would be more than you would probably normally notice. Obviously, it's not something you would particularly pick up on, but obviously when we're out, we have this eye for detail because it's what we do. There we go. Long shifts, is it doing this?
Yeah, we normally do 12 hours.
12 hours, is it? Oh, wow. Is that rotation through the night and everything, is it? Yeah. Lovely. Long days. It must be, it can't be like 5 days a week, that's got to be like 3 on 4 off sort of thing, or something like that. Yeah, 4 on 3 off even. So my partner does 12-hour shifts as well, and so she's she does like 4 on. Well, she's meant to do 4 on 3 off, but it doesn't always work out that way. I'm probably just going to hang around until we get to 10 vehicles. I think that's a good number for a decent average, and then we'll pass that on to whoever needs to pass it on to. Otherwise, I don't think we're going to have any trouble here, which is good. That's a positive chat, nice chat. It's always good to see. Looks like quite a big site.
It was quite a big airfield. I think actually the runway in its day, I think it was in the Guinness Book of Records for being the longest runway ever built.
Oh, really?
At the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was built during the Second World War, but extended about 10 years after the Second World War.
Oh, okay.
For the Cold War.
Yeah. Yeah, so I suppose sort of where we are, southeast sort of direction, it's a good point to have, because I've noticed there's a lot of RAF bases around the east and southeast, because it's obviously a good vantage point for aircrafts to take off and get over the channel. So
I mean, this area is studded with old World War II airfields. In this area alone is Gosfield, Sailing, Ridgewell, Rivenhall.
Blimey.
Just to name a few.
Any active ones still?
No, not active, no. The nearest active base is probably, hazarding a guess, Lakenheath, Mildenhall, maybe.
Oh, that's quite far, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's a lot of the RAF bases are American occupied now.
Yes.
Quite a lot of them.
Yeah.
The two that I've been to, the initial interaction is from the US Air Force.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't pick up on it at the time actually, but the sergeant that came out from the their Air Force came out of their boundary with a gun on her hip. Yeah. Right. So, which I didn't pick up on at the time, but my viewers were very quick to pick up on that one. It's just little things like that, we hold accountable to. We get held accountable, so sort of like policing the police sort of thing. I must say, no issues so far in Essex, which is good.
Stansted, which is now civilian airport, this base's kind of sister base during the Second World War.
Oh, okay. Stansted's not too far from here, is it?
No, it really isn't. No, just a few miles actually.
Yeah. Lovely. So in terms of the MOD, what is it they really do here now? Is it just sort of barracks or?
Some housing.
Yeah.
Some training now is finishing here.
Okay.
And the headquarters will be relocating as well, to be honest with you.
Oh, well, the MOD headquarters?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As you probably gathered from your information, there's a site that's been selected for possibly a prison.
Yes, I did read up that. So it is actually this site that's. Oh, okay. Because I saw the signs as I was coming in saying trees and something, not prisons.
Yeah.
I did read up online that they were planning on building there are plans in the works, proposals to build a mega prison. I read it was around this area. I didn't realise it was actually this site though.
But there's nothing been confirmed, to be honest.
No. So we'll see if we can get 7 for 7. What's your bet? Yeah. There we go. But no, I did read back. So it's meant to be a mega prison, as they're terming it. So they've built a mega prison, as they coined it, down in Wellsborough, is it, or something?
To be honest with you.
HMP 5 Wells. I think they're classing that as a mega prison just because of the capacity.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
Excuse me.
Yeah, no problem at all. I'm going to shoot off now, mate. I've had my 10 for 10 on the cars, all 10 out of 10. Not stopping, so maybe something you can just pass on to a constable at some point.
I think I will.
Yeah.
I'll make a note of what you said, actually.
Perfect, appreciate that. Thank you so much for your lovely conversation. It's been a pleasure.
Have you get around this way again? It's worth coming around if you like the wildlife.
Yes, I've walked around a bit and that as well.
Because we've got rare species that have now inhabited this place since
it's
been very inactive.
Mm-hmm.
Got red kites nesting here.
Oh wow!
Buzzards, ravens.
There you go.
There's so many things.
Brilliant.
If you get a chance, you don't see them all the time.
Yeah.
When you do, it's worth watching.
Yeah, lovely. Bring a camera with you to work and get some photography on the go. It's, I don't know, it'd be different for you because you're on site. I don't know, but if you had permission from them, I'm sure they would let you. Yeah, brilliant. But other than that, just the stop sign and like I said, the notice about the body-worn cameras maybe just a bit more visible to us. It is there, but it's hard to read from where else it is.
No, good point. I'll make a note of that. And pass that on.
Lovely,
yeah.
Fantastic. Any shout-outs you want to give to anyone? Say hello to anyone?
All right, thank
no,
you.
alrighty.
All right.
Have yourself a lovely afternoon.
Anyway, you take care.
Take care. Yeah, there we go, guys. That is the MOD police headquarters, and much nicer than I was ever expecting that to be. So I've got to say, huge kudos to that security man. Didn't make an issue or a fuss about what I was doing at all. Understood that I was out in public and not doing anything wrong. Yeah, he turned his body-worn camera on, but that's fine. He didn't approach me. I did initiate that interaction, but not in a bad way. So yeah, all happy days. So as always, guys, like, share and subscribe. Make sure you drop a comment and show Mr. Security Man all the love that he deserves. And yeah, I'm just a bit overwhelmed with how lovely that was, to be honest, and how lovely that man was. Fantastic. It's nice to see somebody in a security role that isn't too big for his britches, as they say. So, happy days. With that, as always, power to the proletariat. Until the next one, ta-ra!